Climate change protesters blockade government energy department. Demonstrators have blockaded the UK Energy Department in London over what they call the climate change crisis. At least one person has already been arrested. The UK is seen as a leader in policies to reduce greenhouse gases, and ministers will soon be considering tougher targets. But the protesters say research suggests the chance of keeping global temperature rise under a 2C danger threshold is just 1 in 20. The demonstrators blocked entry to the offices by lying chained together on the pavement, while some glued themselves to the doors of the department building. Further protests are planned through the week, and the demonstrators believe the public will take them seriously, as they are willing to go to jail for their cause. They compare themselves with the suffragettes, the anti-apartheid movement, the followers of Gandhi, and the U.S. civil rights movement, although their critics point out these groups didn't have the vote. They have declared Saturday as Extinction Rebellion Day, the day they'll commit acts of civil disobedience in the hope of jostling governments around the world into stronger action. One of the protesters, Gail Bradbook, a mother of 2 from Stroud, said, "I want the planet protected for my children." So they don't think the government's doing enough about global warming, and they're absolutely right. We're not. We're not doing enough. The good news is we can still do some things to help. The bad news is we're way behind schedule, and it doesn't look like that's changing. And if things keep going this way, our world is going to look totally different in 50 years. Is humanity guaranteed? Not necessarily. I think humanity is still going to be around for a long time, but it's going to be different, and there's going to be some painful transitions. Based on what I've been told from scientists that are way smarter than me in this regard. So, I mean, good for these protesters. We're not doing enough at the government level. I think that's something that there's pretty much general consensus on, amidst people that take climate change seriously. So good for them. Good for their protest. And David points out, to stay up to date on this, follow Extinction R on Twitter. Extinction R on Twitter. That's Extinction Rebellion. And they're protesting the government's inadequate response to climate change.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make it our own. Get your